Have you ever wondered how unbelievable life can be sometimes? How sometimes truth is stranger than fiction? Life, as we know it, is full of unexpected twists and turns. Today, we're going to explore some jaw-dropping, truth is stranger than fiction life stories shared by Reddit users. These are stories that defy belief, stories that make you question the very fabric of reality. They're real, they're raw, and they're utterly, undeniably unbelievable. So buckle up as we dive into some truly unbelievable life stories. Imagine finding out one day that your father is a murderer and your mother a prison minister. Let's delve into this tale of unexpected love. Our protagonist grew up knowing that their father had been married twice before meeting their mother. His work often led him away from home, a common scenario in many families. But one fateful day, he returned home to a sight no one ever wants to witness: his second wife in bed with another man. Now this is where the story takes a turn for the dramatic. Overcome with rage, he took a life and wounded his wife. He immediately turned himself in and was sentenced to 10 years in a maximum security prison. Over the course of his sentence, he displayed good behavior, and due to the judge ruling the incident a crime of passion, he was released after 4 years. But it was during his last year in prison that he met a person who would change his life forever: the prison minister. The prison minister, a beacon of hope and redemption for those behind bars, was none other than our protagonist's mother. That's right, the woman who would become his third wife and the mother of our storyteller was a minister in the very prison he was serving time. The father, a man who had committed a heinous act in a moment of passion, and the mother, a woman dedicated to guiding those lost to find their path again. Their paths crossed in the most unlikely of places, forging a connection that would result in the birth of our protagonist. Our storyteller is, quite literally, the product of a conjugal visit. A love story that unfolded within the cold gray walls of a prison. A story that, despite its grim beginning, led to the creation of a new life. A love story that began in a place where love is often the last thing one expects to find. A story that challenges our expectations and reminds us that love can bloom in the most unexpected corners of our lives. That's right, their love story began behind bars. How would you react if a casual date turned into a horrific crime scene? Imagine this. You've met someone online, the early days of the internet, before the quick and easy texting we take for granted today. You exchange emails, share messages, start to feel a connection. You even go on a few dates, and while you're unsure about where it's heading, you're enjoying the journey. Then, one day, the calls stop. Silence. Like the sudden hush when snow blankets the ground. You leave a message, assuming maybe he's just busy, but the silence continues. You call his workplace, but he's not there. A seed of worry sprouts in your mind, growing with each passing hour. Finally, you call the police. They check his house, but there's no sign of him. The worry has turned into a gnarled tree of anxiety, its branches heavy with dread. And then the call comes. The police have found him, but not as you'd hoped. He's been murdered, a victim of a neighbor's violent act. Just like that, a casual date spirals into a nightmarish crime scene. The emotional roller coaster doesn't stop there. As the one who reported his disappearance, you're called to testify at the trial. A courtroom full of strangers, all eyes on you, as you recount the last days of a man you were just beginning to know. From the excitement of a new relationship, to the dread of an unexpected disappearance, to the shock of a horrifying discovery, and finally the solemnity of a courtroom. It's a whirlwind of emotions that no one could ever anticipate. Life, as we know, can be a series of unexpected events. Some are joyful, others sorrowful, and some, like this one, are tragic beyond comprehension. It's a stark reminder that every interaction, every connection, every moment could carry within it a story that's beyond belief. From a potential love story to a court trial, life can be unpredictably tragic. What are the odds of being struck by lightning? For our next narrator, it wasn't a question of odds, but a shocking reality. Imagine this. You're on your way home from school 7 years ago. The day is gloomy, the air heavy with the promise of rain. You're sitting in your car, idling at a very busy intersection, waiting for the chance to turn left. Just another ordinary day, right? But then in an instant, your ordinary day becomes anything but. Without warning, it feels as if the back of your car just exploded. A sudden deafening sound envelops you, and a bright light flashes in your rearview mirror. Panic sets in. You're confused, disoriented, trying to make sense of what just happened. Your heart races as you notice the stoplights have stopped working. Rain begins to pour down, as if the skies themselves are reacting to your shock. You look out in the distance and there it is, a lightning strike. A bolt of raw, natural power streaking down from the heavens. But it's not just the lightning strike that grips you. It's the realization that it was your car that was hit. Your car that bore the brunt of nature's power. You look around you and see the faces of other drivers, their eyes wide, their expressions mirroring your own disbelief. Yes, you, sitting in your car on a gloomy day, waiting to turn left at a busy intersection, were struck by lightning. In that moment, you were the focal point of a natural phenomenon, a story that most would find hard to believe. It was a regular drive home that turned into a shocking encounter with nature's raw power. A lightning strike is sudden, unexpected, and terrifying. But for our narrator, it was also a reality. A stark reminder of how unpredictable life can be, and how, sometimes, the most unbelievable stories are the ones that are true. A regular drive home turned into a shocking encounter with nature's raw power. These stories remind us that life is full of surprises, some pleasant, others not so much. The story of a father who turned from a murderer to a changed man, finding love in the most unexpected place, with the prison minister. This is a tale that shocks us, yet it also prompts us to reflect on the transformative power of love and forgiveness. Who would have thought that a life sentence could lead to a life-altering romance? Then there's the story of an online connection that took a devastating turn. A story that shows us how life can change in an instant, where one moment you're wondering why someone hasn't returned your calls, and the next, you're testifying in a murder trial. It's a stark reminder that our lives are intertwined in ways we can't always predict or understand. Finally, we have the electrifying tale of a school journey home that ended with a literal bang. A lightning strike in the middle of traffic, no less. It's a story that defies belief, yet it's a stark reminder of the raw power of nature and the fact that every day can bring something completely unexpected. These stories, as unbelievable as they may be, are reminders of the unpredictability of life. They show us that our lives can take twists and turns that we could never have imagined. From love behind bars, to unexpected tragedies, to shocking encounters with nature, life truly is stranger than fiction. As we wrap up, we hope these stories have left you both intrigued and amazed. Each tale in its own unique way reminds us of the extraordinary tapestry of life, woven with threads of the unbelievable and the unexpected. If you have a personal story that feels too incredible to be true, we invite you to share it with us. Our comments section is always open and ready to welcome your narratives. We're sure there are countless more tales out there that can leave us all in awe. We want to express our sincere gratitude to you for joining us on this journey. Your presence and engagement are what makes this community truly special. We look forward to sharing more content with you, so don't forget to tune in for our next video. Remember, sometimes life's unbelievable stories are the ones that are most true. Until next time, stay curious. This is 3XRE signing out. Have a great day.